after placing all our KPIs and spark lines into this particular dashboard, next I will go ahead and add first the dashboard title. So I will just click, if you can see this is style selected. Now I will just go ahead and select it as floating. And next I will take the text object and I will just place it over here. And I will type it as road accident dashboard. Okay, so we will just select this. We have to make it into white. And we will take the size as 28 and I will make it as W bold. Just click on OK. So you can just increase the size a bit. You can increase this as well and we will just place it over here. Alright, so this looks good. So this is our name of the dashboard. The next thing which we need to design is if you go into our designed dashboard, we have to design this particular KPIs as well. So where we are showing the casualties with respect to the vehicle type which the accident have occurred between. All right, so now for this we will take a new sheet, and for this sheet I will name it as vehicle type KPI. Okay, so we have taken here vehicle type KPI. The next thing what I will do is for vehicle type we have a dimension over here, that is vehicle type as a field. I will take it and put it into the rows. So here if you can see here, I will just increase the size. You can see there are n number of, or like almost 16 types of vehicle types are there. And if you can see here, we have only shown about 6 types of vehicle types. So how to do this? Okay, so we have to create a group over here. So if you do not know what is a group, you can go on to Tableau help site and at least you can see some basic theoretical explanation of what is a group. And if you haven't, if you don't know, that is okay. So what I will tell you what the group is. So first you have to right click here, then you have to go on the create, and next you have a group option here. So you just have to click here. Next thing what I will do is whichever we have a motorcycle, so I will make a group of all these motorcycles, what we can say members. So I will just select this, then I will press control on my keyboard, then select this and this. Okay, and I will just group these and I will name it as motorcycle. All right, so this is our first group which we have created as a motorcycle. Next, we will create it for a bus. Okay, so for bus, what we will do, we have a bus and coach over here, and one more which we have is a minibus. Okay, so we will take these two and we will convert this into a group. So by selecting this two, click on this and just name it as bus. Okay, next we have a car, and one more thing we have here a taxi. Okay, so taxi is also we will consider it is in a car. So we will just press control and select this and we will name this as car. Okay, next agriculture vehicle, we will have only one group, so we will keep it as it is. Next we have is a goods vehicle, right? So for this what we will do, I will just take this, I will just take select goods over 3.5 ton, goods or van about 3.5 tons, and one more we might be having here. Let's check. Okay, 3 are enough, so we will just take a group over here and we will name it as van. Okay, or we will name it as, okay, van is okay, so van, and we will just click on group. All right, and for other whatever remaining are there, we will put them into others. So this is the first, second, and third. So other vehicles, pedal cycle, and ridden horse, we will put it into others. Then one more, we have a data missing over here. This is also one member. So we will put all of this into as an other group. Okay, so and I will just click on group and we will name it as other. Okay, it's the name is already taken. So what we will do, if it is same, it will not take as a name. So I'll just increase the size of this a bit so you will understand better. So I will just take other, then pedal cycle, ridden horse, and one more we have is data missing. So we have created already the group, so we just rename this group as others. Perfect. So first group is our bus, next is our car, next is our others. We have a van group, motorcycle, and last one is the agriculture, which is a single value, so we will not group this. So you just click apply and we'll click on OK. So we can see a new field has been created over here, and you can see icon of pin. Okay, that is u pin. So this is nothing but that we have grouped some of the members of one of the field here, right? So we just take this and I will just put it behind this. Okay, so you can see if this group, so in bus group we have these two particular, that is bus and minibus. In car we have car and taxi. In motorcycle we have all type of motorcycles. In others we have taken that is pedal, other, and ridden horse. And in van we have taken the goods vehicles, right? And agriculture is one single one, right? And bus for that is bus, minibus, and coach, right? Now what we will do, we will be using our group field. So I will just remove this vehicle type, that is original field, from here. And now this I will take and I will put this into columns. Okay, and I will just create the entire view. All right, so this was very important, guys. Okay, the next what we have to do is right now whatever are the values which we are showing here, these values are for casualties, right? So we can see serious casualties by vehicle type. So these are all casualties. So I will go ahead and we will take current year casualties. Okay, we will not take one by one, that is fatal casualties, serious casualties. So I will just take current year casualties and I will show you how to divide them by using a filter and parameter. So I will just take casualties and I will put it into text. You can see the text have taken it like respective particular vehicle type. We can see how many casualties are done with respect to that. And next we have to show year on year casualties. So we will take year on year casualties and I will put it onto text. So these are the year on year increase or decrease of those particular casualties. So I will just click on text and we will just change some formattings over here. So for this, I will take it as 15 and I will make it as Tableau bold. Similarly, this I will take it as Tableau semi bold and we will take it as 8 and I will take the color as this. And I will just click on apply. Okay. Right. And for alignment, we will choose it as center. Okay. We will choose the center as an alignment. Next, what we have to do here is we have to apply a parameter or a filter in such a way that whenever I select fatal, it should give us the number of casualties by fatal, by serious type, or by a slide type, or whenever we click on all option, it should choose it as all, right? So now what we will do instead, first we creating first calculation, but before creating calculation, I will create a parameter from here and I will name this parameter as select accident severity. Okay, so we have we have created a parameter select accident severity. We will choose the data type as integer and we will take the value as a list and we will take it from so it should be not integer, it should be string value because we want to type it as a the values like fatal and slide. So it is a string type, not of integer. And we have to go ahead and select it from accident severity. So first option we will just click on this and you can see the values in that particular field are populated into this particular parameter. So all three are there, just we want to click one more, that is first, that is all. So we'll just click here and we will just type as all, A capital and other two letters LL are small. Okay, so this is our what we can say accident severity, and current value will be fatal. Whenever the workbook opens, we can see the current value will be taken as the fatal. So I'll just click on OK. So you can see new parameter has been created. I will just right click and I will click on show parameter. So whenever I'm changing any particular parameter value, you can see nothing is changing here, right? Why it is not changing? Because we have not linked this particular parameter to this particular sheet. Okay, so now what we have to do is I will create one calculation over here and I will name it as accident severity filter. Okay, so this is our accident severity filter and I will write a calculation like select accident severity, nothing but the parameter. If this is equal to the accident severity, okay, means if this particular parameter is equal to the severity which we have taken here, that is accident severity, the field which we have, so it will, like if we select fatal, so it will filter the value with respect to this accident severity, that is filter. Because we cannot use directly the parameter into our filter, so we have to take it through our calculations. Okay, so if accident severity we are taking here fatal, so what it will do, it will equalize its value with respect to the field which we have in our data set. Okay, so it will be for three types. Okay, all these three types we have the values for accident severity, but we don't have it for all. So what, for that we will write one more condition, or what we will choose it as select accident severity is equal to, in double inverted comma we have to write a small ll. Okay, make sure whatever you have your typing here, same should be there into our parameter, that is a. Okay, so you can see the calculation is valid. What this calculation says that if accident severity in this field is equal to this, it will filter out that particular value. And if it is not matching, that if you select all, it will neglect all these values and it will show all, like instead of choosing one value, it will combinedly take all values and show us into the visualization. So I will just click on OK, and now we'll take this and put it into filters. So this condition should be true for us. So now as soon as I hit apply, okay, you can see the values will be changing over here. So when I hit apply, you can see it are changed with respect to the fatal, right? So because right now the accident severity is fatal, when I change, you can see it is converted to serious. For slight, these are the values, and when I change it for all, you can see these are the values. Okay, so now for serious, right now these values, you can see these values are matching with respect to whatever we have here. All right, so this was the KPI how we have designed. So this is very much important, guys. Now next thing, we don't want the names over here, and before that what we will do, we don't want the tooltip for this. Okay, so we will just delete everything in the tooltip. I will just select and delete everything. Okay, we don't want to display the tooltip on the numbers. We will be displaying this tooltip on these pictures. Okay, so I will just go ahead and click on show header, so this will be vanished everything, and this also we will just hide the title as well. All right, the next thing what we have to do is we have to uh, bring these pictures into our visualization. So for that, I will take one more sheet and I will just name it as vehicle type images. Okay, and here again we will take the group which we have created into the rows. Sorry, we will take it in the columns, and I will click on entire view, and we will take a group. So I will just press Control over here, and don't release your Control button from your keyboard. Keep it pressing and drag this and put it into uh, so first what we will do, we will select a marks type as shape first. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to select this, press Control and bring this first. Yeah, press Control and keep pressing Control and bring this and put it into shapes. Okay, and once you are done, then release your Control button. Means what, we are creating one more instance, so it should not vanish from here, or you can take it from here. Okay, instead of, if you can't do this, you just take vehicle type group from here and put it into shapes. That is also fine. Okay, so now we have put everything into the shapes, and if each vehicle type will take its respective distinguished shapes by default which we have into Tableau. All right, so and here the shapes are displayed, which shape is given to which particular vehicle type. Now here this is very much important, guys. Whatever shapes which we are using here, these are custom shapes. Okay, and all these shapes are downloaded from Excel. Some of them are taken from Excel, some of them are downloaded from um, what we can say, Google. So you just have to download it in the form of PNG format. Okay, PNG format is important. Why? Because its background is what we can say, transparent. All right, so now I will show you how you can add your pictures into your repository location. So first, you can see, I will just show you in data. If I go into my folder, I have here vehicle images. Okay, so these are the images which I have already downloaded. So what you have to do is, you have to take all your images into one particular folder, name the folder as per your choice, whatever you have to name it, and make sure this folder is there into your what we can say, it is in a folder, all the images are there into this folder. Okay, so now what you have to do is, you have to copy this folder. You have to go ahead, copy this folder, and you have to go into your Tableau repository position. Okay, so it is always in C. So many times it is in your, wherever it is installed, it is in C drive. You have to go in program files, then scroll down, find Tableau. You can see Tableau here. I will just double click on this. Then you have to go into your installed Tableau version which you have here. I will just click on this. Okay, then you have to go into default folder, and then you have to go into shape, and here you have to paste it. Okay, and it will ask a permission. You have to just click on continue. As I have already pasted, you can see I have already added my images over here, and there are these images. Okay, and there are other shapes as well. Okay, by default shapes which Tableau provides us, right? So whatever custom shapes you have to add, you have to add those in one folder, and that folder you have to paste it into the shapes folder which is there into Tableau repository. Okay, so if you are finding or if you are struggling to find your shapes folder, you can go into your Tableau, then you can click on file, and there is one like one tab over here, that is where is it? That is a repository location. Okay, when you click on this, it will directly take you to the repository location, and here you have shapes. Okay, when you click here, you just have to paste it, your whatever shapes you have taken, and you have to just paste it over here. So what I will do, I will add this particular folder for you into or link to download this folder in my description box of this video. You can download it and you can use it directly. All right, and if you want, you can use your own custom shapes. Whenever you are adding in that particular folder into their custom shapes, you have to close your Tableau workbook, okay, because it will directly not load. Sometimes it loads, sometimes it does not loads immediately. So you have to close your Tableau, you have to reopen this particular sheet, then you have to go in shapes. Okay, when you click on this particular shapes, you have to click on reload shapes. Okay, if you are not closing and if you are clicking here reload shapes, it opens. Sometimes your shape will be there, but sometimes it is not there, so it is better close and reopen your Tableau and click on reload shape. And when you click here into this particular drop down, you can see there are your folder will be added over here, right? So for me it is vehicle images. I will just click on here, and then you can change your images whichever you want. So for agriculture thing, I will use using this tractor. For bus, I will be using bus. Then for car, you have to just select here and you have to use your car. For motorbike, I will be using this. For others, I will be using this, and for van, I will be using this. And just you have to click apply. Okay. So you can see your all the vehicles are being populated over here, right? The next thing what you have to do is you have to give color to this particular thing. So what I will do with the parameter which we have created, that is select accident severity, I will just take this particular thing and I will just put it into colors. Okay, so you can see I've just put this into the colors. Next, what I will do, I will just click here and I will just click on show parameter. And so now whenever I'm choosing fatal, you can see the color is changing. Whenever I'm clicking serious, the color is changing. Whenever I'm clicking slide, the color is changing. And whenever I'm clicking on all, the color is taken as different. Okay. So whenever I'm clicking on fatal, so it is taking as a yellow color. If you want to change the color, you have to just double click over here. And then you can go on, let's say choose any color, whichever you want. So let's say in Tableau, if you want to change the color one by one, so first you have to select filter and then you have to choose the color here. Then you have to again select serious, and just you have to double click and you have to change your color one by one. You have to change the color, or you can just click on Tableau 20 and click on assign palette. For each of them, the respective color will be taken by that by Tableau. Okay. So in this way, we have to take this particular parameter and put it into the color. So each time whenever we are changing the parameter value, that particular value will be changed with respect to that color. Okay. So now next thing, we will just hide everything from here, and we will just click on entire view. Okay, perfect. Now what we have to do is from here we have removed all the tooltips from here, but we will be placing it over here. So what I will do, so whatever we want to show, we have to show first thing here is the current year uh, casualties. Okay, so I will just take current year casualties and put it in tooltip. Then we have previous year casualties we have to take, and I will just put it in tooltip. And then next we have to show year on year casualties, and I'll just put here into tooltip. And then just click on tooltip, and we have seen everything is populated over here. I will just take it as a 9, and I will just name it as Tableau semi bold apply. So you can see whenever I'm taking it or hovering over my mouse on this particular shape, so I'm getting some information that the vehicle type is agriculture vehicle, current year casualties, previous year casualties, year on year casualties, and the accident severity. So we will rearrange our this. So I will just press Control X, and I will place it before below the vehicle group. Control V, and here the group name we will just remove it. Now just click on OK. So now it looks good. That is vehicle type is bus, accident severity is fatal, current year casualties, previous year casualties. Similarly, when I'm changing it to serious, so you can see with respect to that the tooltip will also change. Perfect. I'll just click on fatal. Right. So now what we will do, we will bring all these two things into our KPIs or into our dashboard. So for that, I will again we have to select here floating. Make sure it is a floating, and I will take a vertical thing here, right? So I will first take a vertical, what you can say, object, and I will go into layout and I will change its width to 1050, and height I will take it as 100. Okay, and yes, I will just mention as per my convenience perfectly just right. Okay, I will just leave some space at the top here because we want to give the title name as well over here, right? After doing this, next thing what you have to do, you have to again select this as tiled. Okay, now because we have to place our objects into this particular container. And now I will just select the first vehicle type. I will just place it over here. Okay, and just delete this container. Then we have to take this and we have to place it below. Okay, make sure you are placing it below. And I will just click here and we just select this container as well. So you can see it is there, but it is hidden behind, or it's not acquiring enough space because of title. So I just right click here and I will just hide the title. Similarly, I will just right click here and I will just hide the title. Okay, and you will just, okay, so this is perfect. So now next thing what we will do is I will just select this particular first sheet. Okay, select the first sheet, go into layout. You can see the paddings over here. Okay, so I'll just uncheck here. For bottom I will make it as 0. Similarly, I will take below sheet, select the below sheet, go into paddings, uncheck this or unlock this, and for top we will make it as 0. Why? Because from for this particular sheet at bottom and for this particular sheet at top, we will remove all the padding. There is a space in between these two sheets. And then I will just, I'll just lay it a bit bigger. So now we need to increase the size of this particular shape. So I will go into this particular sheet. I will go into size and I will just make it as this much. Okay. So here you can see they are overlapping on each other. But when I go into dashboard, you can see they are perfectly, because the width is large and the height is small here. So it is perfectly matching its, what we can say, it's taking its position perfectly. Right. And next thing what I will do, I will just right click here, go into format, go into shadings, and I will say none here. And we will remove all the lines as well. So just say none, none for this as well. Okay, and for this we will again go, we'll select this particular sheet, go into shadings, say none, and go into borders, we will say none to our dividers. Okay, then we have to make this particular font to white. So I will just select and go here, go in text and make this into white color. Apply. We'll go back to dashboard. Perfect. So this looks nice, right? And next thing what we will do, we have to place a title for here, right? So what we will do, I will just make this floating again, and I will just take text over here and we will name it as, so now this should be dynamic, right? So to make it dynamic, you have to go into insert. Okay, first insert your accident severity parameter over here. Okay, so we have taken here parameter first, and that is, it should be like fatal, serious or slight. So, and we will name it as casualties by vehicle type. Okay, casualties by vehicle type. We will select this and we'll choose a font as stain and we'll make it as Tableau semi bold, and we will choose the color as this one. Okay, this is the color which I will choose. We'll click on OK, and you can see it has taken its perfect position over here. All right, so I will just make a bit smaller. Perfect. So, and if you want to show a parameter over here, so you can click on any sheet over here and you can click on this particular drop down. You can go into filters, no, sorry, not in filters, in parameters. You can just select the accident severity. So it is now tiled. So I will just select this and I will make it as floating. Okay. So you can see this is the parameter. I will just reduce its size and I will just increase it horizontally. Perfect. And I'll just, so whenever I'm changing this, so we can see whenever I'm changing to series, it will change its values. Whenever I'm changing to slide, it will change its values with respect to colors as well, and with respect to values as well. Okay, so in this way we have created all our KPIs, the major KPIs and the minor KPIs as well. Next we will start designing and developing our donut charts. So for donut charts, I will take once again a new sheet, and first donut chart which we will be making is for weather condition, right? So I will name it as weather condition. Okay, so for weather condition we have a field over here in our data, so I will take this into our rows You can see there are multiple weather conditions available. So we will be not showing everything in a single donut chart. So we will again use a group, and we will group some of the members here. So again, we will follow the same steps. I will just right click on weather condition, create group. And in here, what we will be doing for fine, I will just select fine plus high winds and fine no head winds. So I will just select these two. I will group it and I will name it as only fine. Okay, so when weather conditions are fine. The next one is rainy weather conditions. For rainy, I will just select these two, high winds and no high winds, and I will just group them and I will name it as rain weather condition. And for snow, I will just select snowing plus high winds, no high winds, and fog or mist. Okay, so I will just group these and I will just name it as snow, and or it may be fog. Okay, because we have one more fog also, so it may be snow or fog. Okay, and we have a null over here, so instead of keeping it as null, I will name it as some other thing. So because we have other and null, so I will select these two and I will name it as other. Okay, so it's not taking the same name, so we will just rename this again and we will name it as others. Okay, so these are our four conditions which we have. I will click on apply. Okay, a new field will be created in our data pane. I will take and put it before weather conditions. So you can see this is fine, which contains these two weather condition. Other will contain null and other. Rain will contain these two, and snow or fog will contain these three members. So for now, I will just remove this. Okay. And as we have to show it in the form of donut chart, so it is a custom chart, but we will first create a pie chart. So it is creating a four different charts. So what we will take this weather and we will just put it into colors. Okay. So we can see one chart is created. I will click on entire view. So right now we have not added any measure over here. So it is taking equally dividing all the chart in four equal parts. And so what we are showing here is the current year casualties. So we will take a casualties, right? We will take a current year casualties and we will put it into angles, right? So now we can see it has formed in the form of an angle over here. And next what we will do, we have to show labels over here, but before that what we have to do is we have to create a donut chart. So for that I will just double click in rows. Okay, and I will write calculation over here as average of 0. Okay, so you can click average tab and you can mention a 0 and just click over here and double click once more here and I will take an average of once more as a 0. Okay, so there are two instances created of this particular donut chart. And what we will do, I will just go ahead and in the second marks card, that is for this one, I will just remove this both the fields from here, so it is blank now. And right now what I will do, I will just right click here and I will create a dual axis chart, so they both are overlapping on each other. So I will go in first marks card again and I will increase the size of this donut chart. Okay, so you can see this is our another donut, that is the whole which we have selected over here. We will give a different color for here, and first I will just increase the size a bit. Okay, this is perfect, and we'll just hide this. So I will just hide this as well. And for this I will choose a color from here. In more colors I will be using a different color over here, so it will be a hashtag, so you can type the code same into your system as well. I will be using 393B67. Okay, so this will be the code I will be using, and so this will be our color. And coming to our first marks card again, so we have to give labels over here. So I will press control, I will take weather and I will put it into labels. So you can see we are seeing the labels over here, and we will go into labels and we will click on this because some of the labels are not showing over here. So we will click on this. So it is showing that snow, like for all the like members, it will give us the label. And I will just take this and I will just place it over here. Okay, so you can arrange your label in a such a way that that particular slice of pie chart is correcting to correct label. Okay, or indicating to a correct label. Then we will press control and we will take this field and we will put it into labels. And as we want to show percentage, so I will just click onto this last field, right click here and add a quick table calculation as percentage of total. Perfect. And so we will do some formattings over here. So we will make it as 8 or we'll make it as 7 and we will make it as W medium. Apply. Okay. So this looks good. Now next thing we have to give here overall the number over here in between. So we'll take current year casualties and we will put it into labels. Okay. But so instead of that, first what we will do, I will just right click here. I will format this particular label over here, and I will make it as or what we can do, we can make label here itself. So I will make it as 15 and I will choose the color as yellow. Apply. Okay, and next time I will format this, and one more thing is remaining to make it as bold. So I will make it as W bold. Okay, perfect. And we will change the number format for this. We will go in number standard, and it's not showing number custom, one decimal point, and we will show it into thousands. Perfect. And color has been okay. This color is fine. We will keep it white only. Next thing what we will do, uh, we have to create one more chart that is for this is for weather condition, but before creating one more chart, what we want to make it dynamic is it should be changing with the operation of this particular filter, right? So if you can see into our dashboard, by changing this filter, the donut chart should also change. So to we have already written one filter over here, that is accident severity filter. We have made this calculation previously. So we will just take this and we will be using same calculation, put here and make it as true. So as soon as I hit apply, you can see the values will change here. So I will click apply and you can see the values are changed over here and it is showing the values with respect to. I will just click on show parameter. So right now it is showing for fatal, right? So we are seeing everything is for fatal. So when I click on serious, we will see the values for serious. In this way, we are changing the value. So if they are overlapping, you can always select this and drag a little bit down so that values will be not overlapping on each other. Perfect. So this was for weather condition. So next we will go ahead and create for the next is what, road surface. Okay, so I will just click here and I will name it as new sheet as road surface. Based on road surface we want to determine. Perfect. So if you take road surface condition into rows, you can see the road surface condition also have multiple members over there. So again we will create a group for this. So I will just right click here and I will create here a group, and if you can see we have a different members, so I will just combine them. So for flood and weight, I will create one group. So this will be one group and I will name it as a weight surface. Okay, because flood and weight both are weight surfaces. Dry one is one. So it will keep, we will keep it as a one groups and we will combine these two. And we will group it and we will name it as frost, or we will name it as snow. So frost slash snow, and for null, instead of null, we will name it as unknown. Okay, because its values are not there, so we will places or we will rename that as unknown. And dry, we don't want to convert dry because it is only one single member, so we just click on apply. So new field is created, we will take it and you can see it is distributed in such a way. All right, so this has been already created. So right now what we will do, we will just use this same conditions or same donut chart. So I will just duplicate this and I will name it as, so I will just first delete this and we will name it as road surface. Okay. So now what we have to do here is we have to just replace our fields over here, right? So instead of weather conditions, we are determining it for road conditions. So I will just take this and we will put over this. Okay, so it will get replaced with respect to road. Similarly, we want to replace this as well. So we will okay. So we have to take the group here. So we have to take the group and we will put it over here. And next we will take this and we will put it over here. Perfect. All right. So you can see with respect to that particular road surfaces, we are getting our numbers. Similarly, we don't need to change anything because we are showing casualties itself. All right, and we have this filter over here. So this filter will be also needed because they should be changed by using, let's say, fatal or itself we can say a serious type, right? So this is required here. All right. So this was for this two. What we will do, we will bring this into our dashboard. Okay, so we will go into our dashboard, and what we can do is we have to select first floating. This has been selected already, sorry. And we will take first a weather condition and we will try to place it over here. So I'll just make this here, make it smaller, and we will name the sheet as, so first we want ours to be shown as a parameter which should be dynamic, so I will just select this parameter first and then casualties, casualties by weather condition. All right, we will select this, we will make it as 10, and we will make it as Tableau semi bold, and we will be using this color. Apply. Okay, perfect. And next we will right click here, we will click on format, we will go in sheet, and we will say no. Similarly, there are some borders over here and grid lines, so we will remove that as well. So just select this chart, so this will be activated, then go in borders and say none for all. Okay, and go into lines and we will remove 0 lines as well. So the next thing what we can see is here, the labels which are there, we have to make it in a white color. Okay, so we can go into this sheet, select these labels, and we will choose this. Okay, that is a little bit gray, and we will click on apply. And when we go into our dashboard, you can see we can see a good labels over here, perfectly fine. So this we don't want because we are already giving names over here, so the color will indicate it with respect to that only. Perfect. Next thing what we have to do is we will have to change, we have to take another road surface over here, the another pie chart. We will take it, we will try to place it over here. Perfect. We will change the name of this as well, and we will take a parameter first, and casualties, casualties by road surface. We'll make it as 10, blue semi bold, and we'll use this is apply. Okay, same way format this as well, and we will change the labels here as well. All right, perfect. So we will just delete this, we can't do it. All right, so we have designed our donut charts as well. The next one which we have to develop is the casualties by road type, which is a bar chart. All right, so now for that again I will take a new sheet and will name it as road type. Okay. You can give any name whatever you want. So for road type we have a field over here, so I'll just take this and put it into roads, and we want it to be shown by casualties, so I will take current year casualties and I will show it here. I will make it as enter view and I will sort it from descending order, and then we will take this current year casualties, press control and put it into labels, so we can view the labels as well over here. The next thing is that we have to control this with respect to the filter or the parameter which we will be showing in dashboard. So we have this, so we will take this and we will put it into filter, that is accident severity filter, make it true. So as soon as I hit apply, so you can see the values will be changed with respect to the like severity which we have chosen as serious. With respect to that, the everything will be changed. Perfect. So I'll just hide this, we don't want this particular field. Then what we will do, we have to give color to this as well. So we will take the accident severity parameter and we will put it into colors. All right. And the next thing, we'll just select this and we have to change the color. So I will hit on Tableau 20 and I will click on assign palette. So for this, click on apply. Okay. So whenever I'm changing this to show parameter, I mean, I'm choose to fatal, the colors will be changing with respect to that. You can see, right? So this is my chart. Perfect. Okay, now what we will do, I will take this, and so for now I will change the color of this to this. Okay, so we are using this color for Tableau 20. You can change this color for serious. Okay, and we will go to into our dashboard and we will take this into our visualization. So I don't want this. I will change the name. So we will take parameter and is by code surface. Select this and we will make it as stain and this particular color and semi bold. Apply. OK. And right click on chart, click on format, make this as transparent. Similarly, we don't want the lines as well on this. OK. And we'll remove the headers as well. Perfect. So we don't want the axis to be shown here because we are showing the labels. And we will click on format. For this we will change it to 9 is fine, I guess. And we will change it to Tableau medium. We will make it as this and we will change the alignment to this. Perfect. All right, so the next thing we will just change this to a bit this and we will change the labels to white as well. Okay, so we'll again go and change. So we will make it as a little bit Tableau medium. Click on apply. Hit OK. Come to road surface. That is this one. Okay. So this is our bar chart which we have created, and the last one which is remaining is on this dashboard is the casualties by location. So we will take a new sheet to develop the by location casualties. So I will take a new sheet and I will rename it as by location. All right. So this is by location. Now we have two fields, that is latitude and longitude, and you just make sure that it is having a correct data type. It should have a geographic role for them. So I will take longitude and I will put it into columns. I will take latitude and I will put it into rows. So whenever I am doing this, you can see one point has been created in United Kingdom. So to increase the granularity over here, what we will do, we will take the district area field and I will put it into details. So whenever I'm doing this, it is increase the granularity, and you can see in that particular United Kingdom, the different districts are visible for us. All right. Next, I will just right click here and I will just select the background layers, and instead of light, we will choose a dark, because if we are showing, we are having a dark theme to our background. Okay. And we will go in size and we will decrease the size of these marks over here. So I'll just decrease more. So this looks fine. Next thing, we also want to operate this particular chart by applying or by using our filters or the parameters. So I will just take this particular field which we have already created and I will click on true. Okay, perfect. The next, what we have to do, we want to show more information over here. So instead of only showing the map, what we will do, we will try to show more information in our tooltip. So for that, I can do is I will take number of casualties and I will put it into tooltip. I will take also the number of vehicles and I will put this as well in the tooltip. And if you want to see the different severity as well, so I will take accident severity and I will put that as well in the tooltip. If you want to see different road conditions or light conditions as well, so let's say we want to see light condition, I will put this also in the tooltip. All right. Then we can remove the light condition because it's not showing the correct value because it is aggregated or it's at higher level of granularity. So I will just remove this. So now this looks good. So I will just click on labels, or not on labels, on tooltip, and we will try to format our tooltip. So I'll just delete the latitude and longitude. We don't want to see this, and we will select everything. We will select W medium 9. Okay. So we can see the which district it is, what is the severity, how many casualties are there, and number of vehicles which are involved in the accident. All right. So this is our last chart. So now we will bring this as well into our visualization. I'll just select this and we will try to fit it over here. All right, so we'll change the name over here and we will select here the accident severity and casualties by location. And we will make it as 10 blue semi bold and we will this as a color. Apply. Okay, perfect. The next thing I will just select this and I will click on format. So we cannot make this as what we can say transparent, but we will just remove our borders, like borders which are having over here. So I will just click on none and we will select none for this as well. Okay, so this looks good and we will again go into our this sheet. We also want to change the color whenever we are operating our filter. So I will just select here and I will click on show parameter. So next I will take this particular parameter and I will put this into colors. Okay, so whenever I'm selecting fatal, the color will be changing slight and we will be saying it for all as well. All right, so we will just go back to our dashboard and we can see these are changing perfectly fine. The next thing is we have to the last one is remaining, which we have to show here the filters. Okay, so for filters what we can do is I will just first close this and next what we will be doing here, I will add one more container over here. So first I will make it as floating. We have a floating. I will take a horizontal container and I will try to place it over here and I will just reduce the size of this. Okay, okay, this is perfectly fine. Next what I will do, you can select any chart over here. I will select this chart and or I will just select this particular chart and I will just click over here and I will click on parameter. First we want to show current year, so it has already automatically gone into that particular container. Again I will select this and I will just select the parameter as previous year, so it has been already again gone into that container. So always remember, if it is distorting your shape, okay, so let's say it has been gone outside of this particular, so like if it is like this, if you are seeing it like this, okay, so you will be worried like how to do this. So in that case what you have to do, you have to select your previous year parameter, take this. Okay, you have at this you have a selection option, take this and put it into this particular, that is put it in between the KPIs sheet. Okay, just take it and put it into the KPI sheet, release it. Okay, whenever it is here, take it from here and put it into this particular container. Okay, so it may happen with you, it is not happening with me, but if it is happening with you, so you can do in this way, you can tackle this situation, right? Similarly I will just click here again and I will choose the last one, so it is automatically taking here as a values. All right, so next what we have to do is we have to change the color, background color of here. So we will go in layout, I will select this and I will go in layout. For background I will go in more colors, so you can choose any color. I will just choose random color for me right now, and or I will just pick it from here, pick it from screen. I have an option to pick, I will just choose this color. Okay, I will just click on OK. So for me this is there, and for previous year I will just click on more colors. I will just I will take any random color from screen itself. So before that I will just choose this. Okay, and for this I will just take background more color and pick from screen, and I will take as this. Okay, perfect. So and I will just select this, I will make it as Tableau medium, it is fine. I will make it as center. Okay, this also I will make it as center, this as well as for center. All right, so our dashboard has been prepared. So whenever I'm changing this, you can see the value will change with respect to that. Similarly, when I'm changing this as well, we will see values are changing with respect to that as well. So this was all about this particular design. I hope you have learned so many things and you have replicated this into your system as well. So I request, if you have learned something, if you have got some knowledge into this from this particular dashboard, I request you to like this video, subscribe my channel, and click on notification bell, so whenever I am uploading more videos regarding visualization, Tableau, Power BI or Excel, so you will get a notification and you will learn something new out of that. So see you in the next one guys. Till then, bye bye.